worry about. But we're going to learn that we need to look to the Lord and know that He knows us. Actually, I was thinking of another psalm. We need to look to the Lord and know that He knows us and be prepared. This would be a good psalm, and many others be a good psalm for preparing our hearts as we seek God's direction, His wisdom in our life. And so if you could join me on the even verses. I'll read the title and I'll read verse 1. You join me on the even verses as we read Psalm 139 together. Psalm 139. To the chief musician, a psalm of David. O Lord, thou hast searched me and known me. Thou knowest my down sitting and mine uprising. Thou understandest my thought afar off. Thou compassest my path and my lying down, and art acquainted with all my ways. For there is not a word in my tongue, but lo, O Lord, thou knowest it altogether. Thou hast beset me behind and before, and laid thine hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me. It is high, I cannot attain unto it. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence? If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there. If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me. If I say, surely the darkness shall cover me, even the night shall be light about me. Yea, the darkness hideth not from thee, but the night shineth as the day. The darkness and the light are both alike to thee. For thou hast possessed my reins, thou hast covered me in my mother's womb. I will praise thee, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth right well. My substance was not hid from thee when I was made in secret and curiously wrought in the lowest parts of the earth. Thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were fashioned, I skipped a line. Let's start that verse over again. Verse 16, thine eyes did see my substance, yet being unperfect, and in thy book all my members were written, which in continuance were fashioned, when as yet there was none of them. How precious also are thy thoughts unto me, O God! How great is the sum of them! If I should count them, they are more in number than the sand. When I awake, I am still with thee. Surely thou wilt slay the wicked, O God. Depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. For they speak against thee wickedly, and thine enemies take thy name in vain. Do not I hate them, O Lord, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies. Search me, O God, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting. So thankful that we serve a God, as Brother Laubach taught last Sunday morning in Sunday school. We serve a God who is omniscient, omnipresent, omnipotent, and we know that He thinks of us even before we were born. He thought of us, and He continues to be mindful of His people. And so we can find great comfort in that in our everyday experience, but even in the bigger experiences that we face, such as, election years, or such as searching for a shepherd. And so we can trust that God knows us, He knows what we need, and we just need to be on praying ground with Him. We should probably pray earnestly the last two verses, that God would search me and that he would know if there be any wicked way in me. Another psalm says, if I regard iniquity in my heart, the Lord will not hear me. And so we certainly need to be on praying ground. And since this is a prayer service, it would make sense that we are right with God to bring our needs before him. And so thank the Lord for his mercies. They're new every morning. And thank the Lord that we get to come to his throne tonight. I do have a couple of prayer letters that I'll read, and then we'll take up some prayer requests here this evening. Got one from the Chase family in Hawaii.